There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 25-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. Let's go. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Love now. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. Still going. And he will score.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Love now to pass on first down. Looking deep for Adams. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
On first down, Allison. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team gonna need to be summoned here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Love back to it here after the pick six. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It's Love now back near his goal line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Well, a good-looking return set up here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Check, 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 check.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Packers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, Love once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Love. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Cowboys 49, Packers 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Love now on second down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Cowboys add on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? To the air again, Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Love to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
31's the mic.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 80's yours. 80's yours. Right. He's tight right here. Tight on the right. Tight on the right. 51's the mic. 51.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Single.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Watch the run.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Trying to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Switch. Hey, Green. Man moving. You got to get that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
throwing again. Love. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here we go.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Come on, let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.